Hello, 大家好. Hello, good afternoon or good morning. Right now it's actually hitting lunchtime. We have exactly about 20 minutes to share with everybody the challenge opportunity of North Asia. And why don't we start, maybe Tom from Korea. Everybody will probably take about 30 seconds to introduce who you are, what does your company do, and why are you here in Idea Show?
Okay, my name's Tom, and we've got a startup called Curate. It's a next-generation content curation, content management platform. The startup is a Japanese company, and so we started up in Fukuoka in Japan. And originally, I'm from the UK. My background is design and programming, but the system architecture, and now this software company.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. And now move to next here is actually very famous in Taiwan. 会讲中文的日本在台创业家小哈。
Thank you. My name is Shusei. Taiwanese people call me Xiaoha. My company called Capsule, and based in Japan, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. And we are doing online video marketing. Yeah.
So why coming to Idea Show? This is probably your third time in Idea Show or second time?
Yeah, I think so. Most important thing is meet people and recruiting, maybe.
Recruiting. Okay, so if you want to work with uprising startup, so Xiaoha. Now, once again, we welcome Ashley Hashimoto-san, who is very, very famous in Taiwan if you're in the startup scene or if you are actually connecting to North Asia. So Hashimoto-san, take it away.
My name is Masanori Hashimoto. Please call me Masa. My company is called NuLabo. NuLabo provides three services: project management tool called Backlog, and diagramming tool called Kaku, and chatting tool called TypeDog. Our company based in Fukuoka, but we have other offices worldwide. In Tokyo, Kyoto, and New York, Singapore, something like that.
In Taipei.
Also Taipei.
Something like that, okay. Something like that, okay.
Don't miss it. In this time, I'm...
So this is your fourth time in Idea Show?
Yeah.
Third time Idea Show?
We also recruiting.
All right, so not only we're going to recruit, but we're also going to talk about startup trends. So maybe, Tom, you want to take it away. So what are the trends that you're seeing in North Asia? North Asia we define as markets in Japan, Korea, China, and Taiwan.
Yeah, I think these are kind of interesting times to be a startup. We're seeing a lot of, kind of North Asian countries getting a global traction now, and I think the reason is you really can start up anywhere, and there's a whole generation and available services to support startups. A lot more funds. A lot of the barriers that would usually come in creating a company are kind of dissolving. And there is a real entrepreneurial spirit. The world of apps has opened up a whole field of ideas, and ideas can come from anywhere. Companies can come from anywhere, and now there's the infrastructure to support those. So yeah, I think it's great.
Okay, great. But we're going to get back to you on why a guy from Europe come to Fukuoka and launching in Asia.
Yeah,
right?
right.
We're going to get back to that
Okay.
you.
A lot of people ask me about that.
All right, so maybe Hashimoto-san, you want to talk about what's the recent trends or what's hot going on in North Asia?
In North Asia, I visited China and Korea and Taiwan. In China, maybe they're focused on hardware. In Korea, I don't know more detailed Korea, but I heard, I heard from the bridge.
They
said Korea startups focus on AI and data mining.
Okay.
And
Taiwan startup.
Taiwan.
Yeah,
Taiwan is IoT.
IoT?
Maybe IoT.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. So Shaha, what's the trends?
Yeah, I also think IoT is a big trend, but IoT, this hardware changing. After that, software, entertainment is following up.
Okay.
So,
That's what you're specializing in, right?
Yeah.
Entertainment, gaming.
Yeah, because like this smartphone coming, so entertainment software is also still hot trend, I think.
And just for more information for Shaha, if you're really into gaming, actually I just learned last year from Shaha, Taiwan for Android game market is actually the top 4 in the world, and that's why he's doing his startup here. If you're ever in Ximending exit MRT number 2, you will see a pack of people there, right? Actually watching people doing playing game real time. And then actually I heard sometimes the police will come here to do the traffic control. So if you're really into gaming, you know, Taiwan is the place to be, right? Do you want to ask something about what you do? Why do you say entertainment is the key or is the trend? Why entertainment?
Because media is always changing. For example, 50 years ago, people see the movie on the theater. But nowadays, people watching TV and watching some video from on the smartphone. So media is changing. Contents also has to be changing. So this is, I think, chance.
Okay. So Masa-san, we just talked about, you also see chatting tools or chatting application is a upcoming trend.
Mm-hmm. We have chatting tool called TypeDog.
Yes.
Yep.
So what made you decided that chatting tool is a trend or is a focus for Asia?
Now, Slack is very hot worldwide. So, but same time, we also launched our chat app. The reason why our customer using Skype while they're using our other services, so we decided to launch the chat app.
Okay. So Tom, how about you? In your space, I understand you're doing curation or self-publishing, right? Am I correct? So you see that as an upcoming trend as well?
Yeah, I think actually from my perspective, the trend is more in marketing shifts. You have to be a lot closer to your target audience. You really have to be on the ball when brands come to marketing. You used to be able to run marketing campaigns, a global marketing campaign from a remote location, and you really do need now people engaging with their audience in kind of more interesting ways. I think partly because as we were just saying, the medium has changed and people have a lot shorter attention spans, and so. As a trend, I wouldn't call it a trend, I would say a massive shift at the moment in marketing. And what we're trying to do is to help marketers to really manage their social atmosphere. It's kind of a whole new problem, and we're having to solve this problem at a kind of a massive level. And it's very difficult to architect a system like that. And so, we were able to not only design and build our system from Fukuoka, but we're able to execute this in the immediate stage. So yeah, I think it's the trend. Sorry, getting back to your question. I think the trend is ideas can really come from anywhere, and you're able to execute those ideas. And that's the trend that I see, is that irrespective of your location, you can implement your idea from anywhere, and that is a massive trend which will only continue. Smaller services all connected together.
Okay, great. I think for the next 5 minutes, let's just hit the topic. I think a lot of people want to hear is you guys are entrepreneur or serial entrepreneurs. So what are the opportunities in each of the countries and challenges as well? So, Hashimoto-san, you want to take this? So, what are the opportunity or challenge that you see in Korea, in China, in Japan, in Taiwan, based on your own or your friends' experience?
I see. Opportunity. It's a difficult question. I think we choose market. We choose Taiwan as our market. So it is good for test marketing place here. So
I heard a lot of people say that Taiwan is actually a good testing ground.
Yeah, and we also have many users in Korea and China.
Sure.
Yeah, they're using internet, so we can provide our services very easily.
Yeah.
But now I think China is a little bit difficult to enter because there is great firewall.
Yeah, the firewall.
Yeah.
Right? The firewall on the internet.
Yeah. If the firewall is broken, the opportunity is more big, I think.
Yeah. So what can we do about it? Do I make a call to the president of China and say, I'm going to do something about this? A joke. Okay.
Yeah, there are so many users.
Sure.
So I'm feeling nostalgia has opportunity for us.
Okay, great. Xiaoha, we're just talking about, you're actually thinking about China market, right?
Yeah.
Why? No, now knowing that there's a great firewall, you still go to China. I'm sure you're seeing something there.
Yeah, as you know, there's a great firewall. So if want to do some expand platform business, it's difficult or impossible.
So your solution is?
But for example, Taiwan needs celebrity. A lot of Chinese, like Taiwan needs a singer, celebrity.
Sure.
That's kind of soft content.
I see.
I think there's a possibility.
So you actually think that China, the audience in China actually follow the Taiwan trend?
Yeah, especially in entertainment.
Wow. More than Japanese entertainment or Korean or
Japan too, anime like this. So now we are trying to some Taiwanese influencer and Japanese influencer, make them into China.
Great. My 6-year-old can sing. Maybe he can sign up for your service and be a superstar in China. So, Tom?
Yeah, well, originally I'm from the UK, and in the UK we don't have a manufacturing industry at all. It's all design, and one of the the real great opportunities in Taiwan, in China, and also in Japan is the ability to design, prototype, and manufacture in a very close-knit community. And areas now, in China, you can come up with an idea, make a prototype, and mass produce it in such a short amount of time. And I think the greatest opportunity is when IoT and hardware, because no one can possibly compete with that efficiency. And up until now, the design has been the West has kind of had the edge there.
Sure.
But I mean, it's a generation thing. We really are truly a borderless generation, and what inspires the designs is the same for us all. Apple have made some, had a massive impact in raising the bar for how high quality, how important design is, and people all around the world have access to the tools to do these designs. And so the one with the prototyping and the manufacturing on the doorstep will be the winners in the next stage. So huge opportunity for IoT and hardware is what I see.
I know we have about 3-4 minutes left. I'm not sure if there's anybody from the audience who want to ask a question. I know we're very freestyle. Most of the speaker came to IdeaShare several times. So if you guys want to talk to the panelists, I think it would be great. Anybody want to have a question? Yeah, you have a question. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. We were going to get back to that.
Oh, okay. I know. I can answer for this. There's a lady involved. No. Go ahead, Tom.
No. I actually met my wife fairly recently. I'd been
a lady involved.
There is now, right? I was like, yeah, you know. So yeah, originally actually, I set up a design kind of as a consultant, a designer working with UK advertising agencies when I was 22. In London, and I got a big job in Tokyo, working with a UK brand in Tokyo, and I instantly connected with Japan, and you know it has all the energy and all of the urban, the current generation that London has, but it also has its roots down to antiquity, and you know I really felt at home there. So I made introductions with other agencies, and you know I managed to start working with Japanese brands. And Tokyo's great. I love the energy there. But you know what's important to me is having the space to step back from, especially because at the time I was designing Curate, the system, and the architecture for Curate, you know, it was like an afro which went out into into outer space. It was a massive idea when I started it, and I needed the space to refine it. And Fukuoka, I don't know how many of you have been, but it's actually a city which truly inspires you. You know, it's a city full of artists, and so you know you go to a restaurant. They're cooking, you know, what they call yakitori, which is like a barbecue chicken. But the artistry goes, you know, the chicken are, you know, they're bred on certain farms and all of the actual product. But the charcoal itself, you know, there's a guy who's looking after the charcoal, but the charcoal was fired. You know, it's an intense art to fire this charcoal. And the bamboo was...
I'm sorry, Tom, I didn't notice that it was art when I was in Fukuoka. Next time I'll pay more attention.
But it's like, you know, kodawari is what they say. And, you know, there is this artistry.
You see two Japanese people are laughing. So,
but that's my perspective anyway, from coming from London.
Change the yakitori talk.
And so, yeah, it's an inspirational place to live, and there are no barriers, and the city is very supportive of startups. So,
great.
Yeah, that's it.
So maybe last 30 seconds, each of you, maybe you can give uprising startup or startup thinking expanding in the different markets in North Asia. Any 3 advices, 3 words. I know it wasn't part of the question, you know, I would love to. Okay. Or a short answer, 3 advices for startup want to go to Japan, Korea, or China.
Okay, I would say go with your gut. And so if your guts tell you that you need to start a company, start it. And there's always a way.
Even though your parents and your friends said no.
Absolutely, if they say no. Go with your gut. And if you're feeling that you need to be in a space, if a space resonates with you, again, go with your gut. Move into the space. It's everything. If you think about it, everything's impossible. Don't think, just move.
Great. Xiaohe, advice?
Do.
Okay, short and sweet.
Yeah, like in Taiwan, I just came to Taiwan and do it. And now I'm thinking going to China, and I'm doing it.
So what do your parents think about this? Or?
Parents doesn't know what I am doing. Maybe even where I am, they doesn't know.
Okay, Hashimoto-san.
Do you know PDCA?
Yes.
Here's plan.
Plan, do,
check,
action, yes.
You have to change to D, C, DC, A, P.
So do
is
check.
First, do, check, act, plan.
You do the opposite.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all the time we have. So once again, thank you very much. We'll be around in the Fukuoka booth. So check us out, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that we can connect here. Once again, thank you so much, Idea Show. It's great to be back. Thank you.